Recording is getting on. Okay, so let's start. I think we have to finish it in maybe 30, 45 minutes only, right?
Okay, okay.
So it's a customer feedback call, correct? So first of all, ma'am, I would like you to introduce yourself, like your name and profession, or are you a parent? Then what is your child name and how old is your child? Where are you from? Just basic things, maybe if you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Sirisha. I'm from Chennai, and I'm a housewife. And I have enrolled my son for this cubics course, and he is 7 years old.
Okay. And you're from
Mm,
Chennai, correct?
Yes, yes.
So, ma'am, the next question is, please tell what were you looking for before, you have found us, like what problems or challenges you were facing, or if not problems, maybe you had any kind of specific interest or aspiration you were looking for your child. What was that basically before you found us?
Yeah, actually, he is more addicted to mobile games. So my intention is to make him to come out of that. So that's why I have enrolled him for this cube course, and he really
Okay.
doing well. And still I'm working on that a mobile addiction thing. I think it
Okay.
may go smooth in coming upcoming days.
Yeah, I can look up to my records and found that in the webinar, I think the first engagement was basically when you registered for the webinar, correct? And
Mm,
in the webinar registration form, I think you have mentioned your top challenges as screen time, focus, and concentration, correct? These are
yes,
the three things which you have mentioned.
yes, yes.
So, I'm just moving forward. How have you come to know or discovered about us? And what was your first engagement with us? Like I just said, I think your first engagement was that you registered for the webinar. So that your first engagement, or you basically checked out something else also before that, and you took time, and when
No,
you
no,
saw
no,
the
sir. I
advertisement,
haven't took any time. I have just joined the webinar, and after
okay,
having a word with you, and we have enrolled for the course. So
okay. So
uh,
what motivated you to learn, more about us, the programs, and what did you learn? Just share it. What basically motivated
actually, my son is very much interested to learn the cube. The way
you? Acha,
Kavya, explained, he liked him. He liked the way she
okay.
explained, and he said, "I want to join the course."
So that means
So
he was also in the webinar that time with you,
yeah, yeah,
along
yeah.
with you.
Yeah, he was
That's
sitting
great.
beside to me, and he was watching, and he was very
Okay.
interested. So he said, "I want to learn the cube." So
Okay.
so I respected his words, and we have joined this.
Okay, that's good. So after learning about us and programs, I would like to know what program you have enrolled your child into with Cubeheads. What program opted for?
For the cube head admires we were, and after that, uh,
Warrior Bootcamp, correct? 3 months
yes,
Warrior Boot.
yes, 90
Correct.
days.
Okay. So how would you compare the original cost with the actual cost to you given to you at the time of enrollment? Do you think that the actual cost to given to you was within your budgets or out of your budgets?
Yeah, it is within our budget only. So
Okay.
outside I'm not sure how much they are charging for this course, but we felt it's reasonable. So
Okay.
we felt okay to go ahead.
Okay. Also, do you think that the actual cost was way lower than the product value delivered in the bootcamp? Because now we are talking after 3 months of delivery of the product, right? So, do you
Yeah.
think you have got more value than what you have paid? If yes, then
Yes,
how
sir.
much do you think it is?
Definitely, I could say. Definitely, I could
Okay.
say. We got, we have received more than what we have expected.
Okay. Great.
And I was doubting about my son whether he'll be able to learn through online, or is he
Mhm.
expecting one to one. But he was engaged and it was so interactive. So when then and
Mhm.
there, whenever he's having any doubts or anything, the Kavya was clearing his doubts, and he was good. He was able
Okay.
to do that.
So would you like to quantify it? Like, obviously, you know that what you have paid, right? So do you
Yes.
think that it is two times more, three times more, five times more, or 10 times more? How would you quantify the value which you have got out of
See,
in terms of value, money, right?
I didn't get that point one. Could you please repeat it once again?
I mean, whatever you have paid, do you think that you have got two times more value, three times more value? Or for example, if you have paid 1 rupee, so have you got the value two times, three times, five times, or 10 times? That's the question.
Yeah, more than that, sir. See,
More than that.
he learned,
Okay.
so he learned more than we
Okay.
expected.
Okay. Fine. That's great. So now let's get to the after sales part, that is onboarding. How has the onboarding experience been for you? What did you experience in the onboarding basically? Like, for example, I'll just give you the example. Like, were you given the access to the online school learning management system immediately, which you were able to access on your multiple devices like mobile, laptop, etc.? Were you being added to your cohort WhatsApp group also? Were you being guided and heard thoroughly during the bootcamp? So,
Yeah.
the onboarding experience,
Yeah, it was
how was
nice.
that?
It clearly explained everything in this onboard uh,
Okay,
sessions. So how to
okay,
enroll, how to log in, and how to go to the Facebook community, how to check and
okay,
how to post, and how to know more about the other same kind of people's
okay,
their views and their suggestions. So it was
okay, right. Next, I would like to know whether you got live sessions or pre-recorded course access or both. How has your child been trained actually? Was it more self-learning mode or hand-holding in the form of live session support and other support as well? So what all types of learning support you got through Kubeheads?
My son liked more live sessions than the recorded sessions. Initially, we have
Okay,
received a 3 by 3 cube. Before onboarding, we have received previously itself, right? One for
pre-recorded,
yeah, pre-recorded.
correct.
So he is not that much interested to watch the recorded sessions,
Okay,
but he showed more interest through live.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because some kids basically like to get engaged in the live sessions only.
Yes.
They
Yes.
don't prefer self-learning, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it's basically subjective, very subjective, depending from kid to kid or person to person, right?
Yes. Yes.
So do you think the sessions, number of sessions which were conducted were less or more or appropriate in numbers required for your child to learn, understand, and focus on the cues properly as per the program? Whatever basically which was included in the program. In the program, I think there were four cubes which were included in the Warrior Bootcamp. So according to you, the number of sessions which were kept, I think they are 24 in numbers, right?
Yeah.
So are they less or more or appropriate according to you?
Yeah, it's appropriate, well planned, and what to teach in the session, well planned. I could say this one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
cover each and every session. She planned very well, and accordingly she implemented, and the same thing replicated. The kids learned more in this 24 session itself.
But are they appropriate to transform the previous habits to new habits? Because obviously you have basically enrolled to basically to get rid of a certain problem, right? To
Yeah.
basically to expect the transformation. So
Yes.
are they appropriate to transform those habits to new habits, which is basically shift of focus from high screen time to do something productive like learning to solve Rubik's Cube using screen or without screen, right?
Yes,
So are they appropriate from that point of view as well?
yes, sir. And
Okay,
it helped. I mean, she boosted him a lot. So even after the session, also he was practicing it, and
okay,
without playing the mobile game during the boot camp time. So by that I have observed that he is using his mobile, or he is, I mean, cartoon, everything. It was less. I mean, the time he was spending was reduced, and he is giving
okay,
more important to the cue by the time. And
okay.
after the boot camp, again, he is back to his, I mean, watching TV
Routine.
and playing games. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
again, he went back to that. So I need to work on that
But
now again.
but is it still less, or is it in same frequency, or I mean the amount of time which he's spending right now on mobile and unproductive things is same as before after the boot camp also, or no? Or it has reduced?
I could say same only. I mean, during the boot camp, he was not using
Okay,
that much. So we felt very
okay,
happy for that. But after the boot
okay.
camp, and now, I think I mean, his interest is more on the watching TV and playing games again.
So then it can be said that I think then maybe he may need more basically support. He may need more consistency to completely or to get rid of that problem, of screen time, of engaging with screen time and all
Yes,
those things,
yes,
right? So maybe he needs more sessions kind of thing. Correct.
yeah,
What do you think of the session dates and times coordination? Were they conducted mostly according to your availability?
yes, yes, sir. Then
Okay.
if we have any issues, I'll be informing earlier. So
Okay.
accordingly, she's changing the sessions. But as per the others, she'll get the confirmation from everyone, and then she'll
Okay.
conduct the session. So it
Okay.
was so nice.
Okay. So, what do you think, ma'am, are the three most promising things you have noticed in our program and its delivery, basically, in the Warrior program which you have purchased it? Three most promising things, if you could mention.
Not sure, sir. Right now, I don't remember.
Okay. Anything you can mention? It could be the host, also the instructor. It could be the basically the program or the learning management system. Anything.
Sorry, sir. I'm unable to recollect it.
Okay. So, have you seen any noticeable changes or transformations in your child before and after the program began? And if yes, in how much time did you start noticing some changes, like within a month or 2 months, or after the program is finished, like 3 months? Please describe some of the specific points or stories which you have noticed in your child transformation. Anything which you have noticed, or in what time, basically, in what time frame?
See, after 1 month only, he was showing more interest. See, initially
Okay.
it took time for him to cope up.
Okay.
So after that, he was understanding how to do. Initially, he faced a lot of issues, and
Okay.
later on, he worked on it, and then it
Okay.
went smooth.
Okay. How do you rate the sessions conducted so far out of 1 to 10 rating, where 1 is lowest satisfaction and 10 is highest satisfaction from all the important considerations or point of views? How do you rate the session?
Oh,
1 is
sorry, sir.
being the lowest and 10. I'm asking you, how do you rate the sessions conducted so far out of 1 to 10 rating, where 1 is the lowest satisfaction and 10 is the highest satisfaction from all the important considerations or point of views, right? So how would you rate the sessions? Being 1 the lowest and 10 the highest satisfaction.
No, sir, I could rate 10 because
10. Okay.
it's very interactive and more power. I mean, very supportive. So
Okay.
I could rate high only.
Would you recommend our brand and its programs offerings to others? I'm giving you three options basically. You have to pick one. Not sure. I would like to recommend or very much recommended.
I'll recommend, sir, definitely.
Okay.
Mm.
Also, please tell who would you like to recommend our solution? Any particular set of people with any specific problem or needs or aspiration?
No, it
Who
is
would you
for
recommend?
everyone. It is not for only for that. It is for everyone who all are interested. They can, and they can once
Okay.
they join, they can get a benefit from that.
Okay. How did you find the certificate, ma'am?
Yeah, it was nice. My son felt very happy to receive a certificate.
Okay, what was his reaction on getting the certificate?
He was on the cloud nine to see that after seeing that
Okay.
certificate.
Okay. You could have captured it and share in the community.
Yeah, actually,
Anyway,
by the time we were outside, so I could not capture those
anyways, I
memories.
think you would be soon getting the physical copy also of the certificate, right?
Okay,
So maybe then you can capture the reaction and then put it in the community, right? So that would
definitely,
be
definitely.
great. What are the obviously the certificate will be sent to you or you will be getting it soon. But what are the other items as merchandise which you would prefer to get for your child? For example, t-shirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, water bottle. What basically are your preferences in terms of merchandise if you are given?
No, actually, I want to have a word with my son because if I choose one, he'll say the other one. So I'll get confirmation from my son and then I'll let you know.
You can name two or three also. That is not a problem. It is basically just a feedback from you that what exactly your son would like to have it, as a merchandise of a particular brand. Correct?
Um, a water bottle or a t-shirt.
Okay, fine.
Mm.
Are you interested in learning more about leveling up your child from a warrior to Cubeheads ninja or legend? Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Okay.
And he
So
needs to
would you be
speed up.
willing Yeah. Would you
Sorry.
be willing to invest more time and money into leveling up of your child to get to the levels of Ninja and Legend in times to come? If yes, then how much time and money do you think you are able to you are willingly, able to spend it? Both time and money.
Yeah. Mm, time, I'm not sure how many days the course goes. So, and the
Hmm.
money, I'm expecting the same, like, how much I have spent on the Warriors. It could be that
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, fine. So in case you would be willing to invest more time and money with Cubeheads, then what would you like to be added or removed in the next level so that your child gets what you expect or aspire to give to your child? What do you think should be included in that, in the next levels?
In the
I can
next
give
step,
you some examples. For example, we have a teaching pedagogy or a philosophy of one skill, five outcomes. So you also know that we not only focus on the cubing skill. Okay, we take as the base for bringing five more outcomes, which are basically related to the soft skills like being a confident communicator, speed cuber, smart reader, and also evolve as the youngest trainer and coach also like Kavya is, correct? So
yeah.
these are the five outcomes which we basically put the emphasis in our curriculum, in our pedagogy, basically, right? And this basically we apply into all of our levels, whether it is warrior or ninja and legend. So the legend level basically achieves the highest aspiration, which basically you can correlate it with what Kavya is currently doing it. So you can basically relate it as the legend. Okay, you can tag it as a legend. So what do you think should be added or removed in the next levels? It can be speed also, it can be more cubes as well, it can be communication as well. What do you think are your aspiration for your child?
My aspiration for my son is to he has to speak courageously in front of everyone.
Okay,
That's the main motto for me. And then
okay,
he to speed up. I mean to solve the cubes
okay.
quickly.
So how do you think that can be, according to you, how do you think that can be achieved for yourself?
He needs support. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, there are many situations are there to solve a cube. I mean, many cases will be there. So
Mm-hmm.
if he is not aware of that, it could take a lot of time to solve it. So
Mm-hmm.
he has to experience it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that being in this community, Cubeheads community, if he would if you would continue being in this community and keep learning it, you would find some changes, or you would find the removal of that fear of communication, and he would be able to speak more,
Yeah,
according to you?
definitely. He'll
Definitely.
watch his same age kids how they are performing and how they are solving. So he'll
Correct.
some or the other one or the other day he will realize that.
But tell me, ma'am, why do you think that this happens with the? Obviously, it doesn't happen with many of the kids, but it happens. This problem prevails with a lot of kids also. Correct? So I'm not aware of the ratio here, but obviously the numbers would be both sides. The number would be very high. Why do you think that this problems remains basically or even exist? Because then we basically send our child to school as well. We involve into multiple activities also, correct? So why do you think this problem, although I don't know whether this is a problem also or not. So how do you see this basically?
Maybe they are feeling bored because of that they are spending more time with the gadgets. I think they need more physical activities, and
Okay,
they are expecting our presence.
fine. So, mm, is there anything else you would like us to continue doing or improve upon? Anything else?
Mm, no, sir.
Anything which you want to highlight, which you want to mention or discuss as a feedback?
Highlight means I would like to thank Kavya for teaching Dhaswin and spending a lot of time with him. And
Okay,
though he's a bit shy, and but he she helped him to, I mean, come out of that and to say whatever it is there in his mind in the sessions. So if
okay,
it goes, if he, I mean, if he continue in our upcoming sessions, he may be better.
okay, okay, fine. So that's it from my side, ma'am. Thank you very much for trusting us, first of all, right? Since you are one of the initial, the beginning stage people who have enrolled into our program, and you are basically helping us to improve our product and implement some of the things which are needed as needed by the people who are looking for such type of services, right? So thank you very much for that. So that's it. I'm just one second.